guys, it's Leila and welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be filming a life update slash Q&A. I asked on my Instagram, I put a thing on my story, ask me questions and let's get on with the video. So a very common question that I got was, did you drop out of uni and why did you drop out of uni? I did drop out. Do you know, I really don't like the word drop out, but I stopped uni because there was different things which I'm going to explain to why I stopped uni. The first thing was, obviously, I lived in Paphos, my uni was in Limassol, so I did have to travel every day. I used to take the bus to Limassol, so it used to take about an hour and a half. It isn't that bad, but it was quite tiring, so I had to do that like every day, like Tuesday to Friday, because I didn't have any lessons on Mondays. Also my timetable and everything. Some of my lessons were at 8:30 in the morning, but for me to be there at that lesson on time I had to get a bus at 6 o'clock in the morning. It wasn't the best, so I'd have to wake up at like 4:50 in the morning to wake myself up and then like get dressed and do my whole routine and everything, and then get myself to the bus station. And I had to do that for 3 days out of 4. The second thing was, on Fridays I started at 8:30 in the morning and I finished at 8 o'clock at night, which honestly really was not the best. Not just that, the buses to go back to my town city, the last bus was at 8 o'clock at night and my lessons finished at 8 o'clock at night, and like to get from my uni to the bus stop, it was like a good 15-minute walk. So I had to leave my lesson 25 minutes before the lesson ended, so then I could be there in time and I wouldn't miss a bus, because then if I missed the bus then I'd be stuck in Limassol. When I got back to my home it would be like 10:30 at night, which was late. After a long day, after I've been up at like 4:50 in the morning, to come back at 10:30 at night and still be up then, it was too much. And people would say, but it's the weekend, you know, after. Still, it doesn't matter, it's a really long day for me. Other reasons were people there. I'm not going to say anything, I'm just going to say some people weren't as friendly towards me. I tried to, you know, make conversation and be nice and that, but it didn't really work. And the course, I didn't like the course. It wasn't what I expected it to be. I was doing graphic design and it was a 4-year course, and I remember the first day of uni I came back home and I was saying to myself, how am I going to do this for 4 years? But I thought it's too early to say from now. I used to come back almost every day crying because I hated it that much. What did you feel like when you graduated and that was it with school? Like, I was happy, I was excited to start like a new chapter in my life, but I also felt sad and emotional. I knew it was going to be the last day we'd all spend time again together, you know, like with my classmates and some other students that were in my school but not in my class. I just couldn't believe it, because I knew like all of us would go our separate ways, you know. I might never see some of those people ever again. Some of them I'm glad I won't see them again. You didn't hear that. I just felt really weird because I knew these people that I've spent like every day with for the past 3 years. Some of them I'm never going to see them again. Favourite memory at school. So I'd say like my favourite memory was the day when we all wrote on our shirts. I just thought that was really special. I know this might sound really stupid and weird. I actually did film it, I vlogged it. I'll pop it up in the eye in the corner if you haven't watched it already, but I do regularly watch that video because I love it so much. How did you feel leaving school, leaving friends and teachers? I've been waiting for this day like for my whole life really, because I absolutely hated school until I went to technical school. I absolutely loved it, but I did feel quite sad because like leaving my friends, because I got to see them like every day, you know, which was amazing because I knew that was going to stop. I was also sad to leave my teachers. Like, all my teachers at technical school were absolutely amazing. I loved them so much. There was maybe 2 or 3 teachers that I didn't really get along with, but we won't talk about that. The rest of them were absolutely amazing. Yeah, I was quite sad to leave them as well, because like I spent almost every day with them as well. Like honestly, they were my teacher besties. They were really good teachers, but not just teachers, they were good people as well. You could tell that they cared about the students and they wanted the best for them. I loved them so much. They loved me as well. I am still in contact with them, so that's great. I didn't think I would be, but I am. Obviously when I'm back in Cyprus, I see them. I saw them before I left. The day before I left, I literally went to the school and saw them all and I said goodbye to them, and they're like, oh my god, some of them literally were crying because I was leaving. I was like, girls, you need to calm down. What career path are you going to follow? I want to be a teacher. I've always wanted to be a teacher in some way. I just never actually knew what subject or whatever, but I've decided I want to be a graphic design teacher. Are you going to study in England now? If yes, what will you do? So yes, I am going to study in England. That's like another reason why I moved here to study, because there's better opportunities here, and like opportunities after your studies are so much better here than they are in Cyprus, because in Cyprus it's very limited. I couldn't decide if I wanted to do graphic design or dance, but I will carry on doing the dance because I don't want to just like let it go, because it's a shame, because obviously it's a talent that I have, it's something that I love, and I do want to carry on and do something with that as well. So yes. Do you miss living in Cyprus? No. Right, no. So yes and no. I do miss living there, but I don't miss living there. It really doesn't make any sense, but I miss certain things like about living there. I miss the sea. Like I didn't live that far from the beach, you know, and I feel like when you actually live there you do take it for granted. Like if like now where I'm living there's no sea. Like you can't just go down to the beach, like 5 minutes walk and like the beach is there. I don't miss the heat, because honestly the heat is absolutely unbearable when you're working, going to school, and just your daily life. To live in those temperatures is really hard. I miss friends and I miss going out with my friends, so I do miss that part of living in Cyprus, but I don't miss living there, if that makes sense. How do you feel about living out of Cyprus? Was it / is it hard for you? It feels weird because obviously I was born there, I grew up there, like that's been my whole life. I feel like it wasn't hard for me until the day actually came to leaving the country. I literally remember exactly how I felt that day when I was leaving, and I found it hard like leaving my bedroom, because like I've lived in that house since I was 9 years old. Crazy, because that was like my childhood bedroom as well. It was part of my childhood. I was fine on the way to the airport until we got to the airport. My mum's friend took us, so we were saying goodbye to her then. So obviously she was hugging us, she was crying, and then that made me cry, and I was like, oh my god, I couldn't stop. Like honestly, we were in the airport hugging and crying each other, and people were looking at us like, what the heck's going on there? I remember like when it was time to board the plane, we were going up the stairs on the plane, and I stood at the top, I just turned around and I just had a last look of Cyprus, you know, and at that moment I was like, oh my god. Do you know when you get like that feeling, I don't know, in your throat just before you're about to cry, and you're like, oh my god. I was like, and then I walked onto the plane, I sat down, I calmed myself down, and then when it was like take off, I started crying and I could not stop. And the plane, as it was going up, and I could see, I was sat by the window so I could see Cyprus, and I was just looking at it, and just the whole way as it was going up I was literally crying my eyes out. I couldn't stop, and I did find that part quite hard, because I was like, this is it, like I'm leaving my home country. I'm not finding it hard now, I'm completely fine, like I love living here. There are days like where I really miss it, and I really miss like my friends and just hanging out with my friends. I do really miss that, but there's some days where I literally don't even think about Cyprus. So it was hard for me like on the day I was leaving. How is adulthood life and being 18? Great, honestly. Do you know, I feel independent, I feel great. To be honest though, I felt, you know, like when you say you're gonna turn 18, you turn into an adult and that, and I thought like it's gonna feel different. No, it's exactly the same though. I just felt the same, to be honest. I just can do more things. People still think I'm like 12, 13, which people say, well, that's a compliment, because then when you're like 40 you're gonna look 30, and I'm like, yeah, that's good for then, but now when I want to be acknowledged as an 18-year-old and someone calls me 12, that is like, honestly, so many people mistake me for like a 12-year-old, and I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? Yeah, it's great. Living life. Oh, this is a good one, I like this. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? In 10 years, I will be 28, nearly 29, which is crazy. Hopefully, I will be a teacher. I'd like to be married by then. If not, that's fine. I'd like to have maybe my second child. Or I'd like to have maybe my third child by then. Is that a bit... I don't know. Two children. I'd like to be driving a Mercedes G-Wagon by then. Just wait, you'll see that I will be driving a Mercedes G-Wagon then. Plans for summer 2024. So I am going to Cyprus. Do you know, I'm so excited because honestly I get to see all my besties. I have not seen them for this long. Obviously I've got some more plans, but don't know at this point. How many kids would you like to have? So I would like to have 4 kids. 4. How was Barcelona? Barcelona was great. I loved it so much. It was amazing. Oh, where do you want to travel in the next year? I would love to go to the Greek islands, or like at least one Greek island, because I've never been to a Greek island before, which is crazy because I'm from Cyprus and obviously I speak Greek. I'd like to go to France, Paris again. I've been there before. I went there, I was 11. Why did you stop dance in the first place? So for whoever doesn't know, I do dance. I am a dancer. I stopped dance when I was 11 or 12 because it wasn't my choice to stop. It was because I had to stop. So basically I broke my leg. It was like really bad. I had like physiotherapy for months, and my doctors and physiotherapists, because it was that bad, they didn't know if I would be able to walk again. Yeah, I was in a wheelchair for months. Had MRI scans and everything, and yeah, it was quite badly broken and I tore a lot of ligaments. I actually did that at a dance competition, which wasn't great, but yeah, so that was the reason why I had to stop dance. After that my leg was really weak, so it wasn't strong enough to be dancing. Like I'd had to like learn how to re-walk again. It's never been the same since that. It will always be weak, and I just had to like rebuild my confidence in dance again, because honestly dance it's a part of my life. I love it so much. It's a part of me. I'm getting back into it again because I love it so much. I think I'm going to end the video here because I answered quite a few questions. I did get asked a lot of questions, but I can't answer them all on this video or else it'll be too long. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment down below, subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications to be notified every time I post a video. Bye! Mwah.